So Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa returned to practice this week since suffering that concussion back on September 22nd against the Buffalo Bills. That was Tua's third diagnosed concussion of his NFL career. Now, according to Tua, he hasn't had any concussion symptoms since the day after the last one, the last concussion, that is. Now, since he's been out, the Dolphins went 1-3. Tyreek Hill telling the media that his return brought tears to his eyes. Now, Tua has not chosen to wear a guardian cap to protect him from further concussions. Rodney, do you think that this is the right time for Tua to return to football?
No, this man's brains are going to be mush. This is not okay. I'm sorry. I don't know this man. I mean, you know what? He's a grown man. If he wants to make a decision that will incapacitate him later on in life, then so be it. It'll be sad, but it'll be a phenomenal documentary about his unwillingness to want to live long. I don't even understand why the guardian cap thing wouldn't be like, yeah, put something on me that gives me additional protection. Like, you're not extra tough because your brains are sliding around the inside of your skull. Make preventative measures to make sure that you are here for your family. That should be what the end goal is for any and all of us. He is a very, very young man with a lot of life potentially left to live, but not if you're not out here willing to protect yourself. Like, are we also just not going to wear seatbelts? No more condoms? Like, why don't we just stop doing everything that's here to provide us safety and protection? Tua Tagovailoa, I don't even know how to pronounce the last name, but like, why don't we just like hang from the wheel of an airplane? Let's just risk it all at this point. Why don't we do that? Wear the guardian cap, bro. Protect your neck. It's that simple.
Or even, they have those little collar things that the guys are wearing too to help with concussions. But I don't ever want to tell somebody not to follow their dreams and do their passion in life. But this one is detrimental to your health. It's really bad. And it's like, for him, like, watching the press conference, and when the reporter said, hey, like, are you going to wear a guardian cap? And he's like, no. He was almost like offended. Bless you. He was almost like offended that someone asked him about protecting his brain. It's like he has something to prove. And I get that. But at what cost? And at what cost to your life and then your family's life? Like, anybody can knock you down. Yeah. And there's a chance that you are going to do the things and people are going to be freaked out because now you've suffered another concussion because you've had 3. And I emphasize diagnosed in that because there probably were other concussions, but you were able to continue to play like the first one. You kept playing. Your brain is more susceptible now to doing that thing where you go into that defense mechanism and your hands curl up and it's like, we can all see that this is so dangerous for you. And I want to just yell, like, don't play. You've made your money. You can coach. You can do something.
The last shot that he took wasn't even a vicious shot. He catching concussions off of wind. Nick, bro, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, he got a concussion from a blade of grass, Samaria. It wasn't even a hard hit. It's like, you can't absorb the contact of a normal football interaction. It's not for you anymore. And if you want it to be for you, at least take additional preventative measures. I also wonder why these guardian caps are not just like standard issue throughout the NFL. Like, if they provide that much protection, why are we not just outfitting the entire league with these guardian caps to protect their brain? When I was a kid, you could ride in a car without seatbelts. I'm that old. But at some point, it became a federal regulation that a seatbelt is mandatory because they save lives. And if one of the complaints that NFL players have is that after 4 years, they cannot get insurance anymore because their bodies are so broken up and broken down that companies are refusing to insure them, then why are we not doing something that has the potential to help them have full lives after they finish playing football? It doesn't make any sense to me. I think Tua is making a very, very poor decision as a young man. I think that he needs some kind of leader, a father, an uncle, a guardian, an angel of some sort to come in and interject in his decision making, because right now I think he's making one that a lot of young men make, especially in our community, and that's risking it all because they don't have an understanding of the long-term implications of what these decisions can mean. It's really hard to see the forest from the trees, and I think right now he's so engulfed in being a football guy that he is unwilling to think about Tua the grandfather.
Yeah. Well, you all let us know down in the comments, what did you make of Tua Tagovailoa's return to football after his third diagnosed concussion?
And you know he done had more concussions than 3 if a blade of grass is giving him a concussion. That fool got silly string for brains. He's tripping.